Right, boys and girls, today we are doing a British recipe, okay? Whenever I do a British recipe on this channel, people seem to love it. So today, I'm gonna do cod in parsley sauce. Some of you might be going, oh God. Right, yeah, I know, right? School dinners, back in the day, used to have this, and it was just rancid Right, it was just like reformed fish in like a cube like that, or a block. And it was just caked with this horrible gloopy naff sauce. It was just pretty bland really. But we're gonna make it all from scratch. I'm gonna show you how to make it properly so you can have it at home. You can smell the fish. You'll get some, I promise. But the first thing we need to do, first thing we need to do is you need to bloody subscribe if you haven't already. Also, give the video a thumbs up, share it to your friends and family or your worst arch enemies. Okay, but the first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna get your face down here. We're gonna have a look at this fish. And it's some good fish. Let's go. Right, so we have got a couple of beautiful, beautiful pieces of cod from my fishmonger. All right, look at these. Now, look, you can get fish from the supermarket, fine, but firstly, we should be supporting our local independents. But also, I find like cod fillets bought in the supermarket are just really thin and a bit naff. Okay, look at these puppies here. Huh? That sucker, nice and meaty. I've got like a bit of a tail piece here. I've got like a middle part here. I'm probably going to trim this up. Yeah, I'm going to trim this up to be about the same size. I also asked my fishmonger to skin it. Can keep the skin on. But for this, we're going to poach it in the sauce and the skin's just going to go soggy and not very nice. So I asked him to take it off. This piece of fish is fine, but I'm just going to trim this one up just to be roughly the same sort of size. If you haven't got a cat, obviously you can eat that bit yourself. But I'd never hear the end of it from you guys if I didn't give any to Mogs. Right, so the fish is ready to go. I need to get my spuds on, because this cooks really quickly, right? This is going to come together in like 10-15 minutes. Now we can make the parsley sauce to poach these suckers in. Pan. Let's bring our ingredients over. We're going to use. Okay, so to make the sauce, look, it couldn't be simpler. We're making basically a bechamel, a white sauce to start with. So what we're going to do is get this pan onto sort of medium-low heat. We don't want it like raging hot. And then into the pan with the butter. Like that. Haven't it? We just need to melt that butter down basically. Okay, so now the butter's melted, in with the flour and just start mixing that through. Okay, this is going to create what's called a roux. Okay, like a slurry, like a paste. And it's really important that you cook this out. Okay, if you start adding the milk now, you're just going to get a raw chalkiness from the flour. You need to cook it out. So I'm going to probably say that needs to cook out for a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes. Just on a gentle heat. So I'll be right back.
I'm here at Barry Island Beach and there's no sign of the sun.
Right, so the flour is now being cooked out. You'll kind of smell it. It'll smell like nutty and toasty and lovely. So now we can start adding the milk. Now when the milk hits this, it's going to go lumpy. Don't panic, right? That's supposed to happen. And I'm probably not going to use all of this milk, but I'm going to go in with a bit first. Okay, so I mix that in, look. You see how it's kind of coagulating and going a bit lumpy? It's fine, it's supposed to do that. See how, look, see? As it kind of coagulates like that, it's when you can add some more milk. That's how you create a super smooth sauce. And the trick with this as well is you don't want it too thick. You don't want like gloopy, horrible wallpaper paste. You want a nice, smooth sort of sauce. We are going to poach the fish in the sauce as well, and that will release some liquid. Just keep adding the milk. And as the heat gets back into it, that's when it starts to thicken. Start adding some seasonings. It's your problem. I'm going with a pinch of salt. I'll add some more at the end if I need it. I use white pepper in my sauce as well. Go with some more milk. Just use a little bit at a time. Judge it as you go. Go in with a bay leaf, give it a bit of a squish. You can use dried ones, they're fine. Honestly, get yourself a little bay leaf tree. They're so easy to look after. I don't even look after it, to be honest. It sits in the garden. I never water it, and it just keeps growing. Get one, get a bay leaf tree. So I think that's about the consistency I want. It's going to thicken up a little bit more as the heat gets into it, but I'm going to leave that to simmer for another 3 to 4 minutes. So it comes back up to temperature, it thickens up a bit more, and then we'll get the fish in. Right, so that is now back up to temperature. You can see it's thickened up even more. But I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to sort of see how it goes because there's going to be moisture that comes out of that fish. So I'm going to go in with the fish. 1, 2, move over. bitch. I think I am going to add, it has thickened up slightly, I'm going to add a bit more milk. Just kind of shimmy it round really. And basically we're going to poach it. You don't want to rapidly boil this because it will knacker it all up. You just want to kind of see a few bubbles coming to the surface, like just little puttering of bubbles. And I'm going to cook these because they're quite thick, probably 3 minutes each side. So I'll just gently cook it on this side first, and then I'll flip it over.
In hindsight, flipping isn't ideal as the fish is quite delicate. Use a lid or plate on top of the pan like a normal person, not like the scuffed idiot in this video.
See, that's what you want. See, it's not like rapidly boiling, it's just puttering away nicely. See him there, look, that sucker. It's like bloop, 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 bloop. Right, let's give Moggs his treat. He's gonna love this. Yes, I'm coming. Well then, how about that? Nice. I think he likes it, don't you? Good boy. You deserve it, even though you're spoiled already. Right, I'm ready to flip this fish. Now this could go wrong, right? Because cod is quite delicate, especially when it's not got the skin on, to kind of hold it together. If you've got a pan with a lid, do that instead. Don't bother flipping it. Just put your lid on top and it'll kind of steam the top and cook it that way. But I'm going to be very, very careful and hopefully my fish won't fall apart. Yeah, I'm not going to flip that one because that is just going to fall apart. What I'll do instead is just kind of shimmy it about and just baste the top. Now I've got some other stuff I'm going to add. What's wrong with that double cream? Is that safe to eat? I know it's double cream, but it's normally runnier than that. Oh yeah, that's rancid. I ain't eating that. No, that is off. Look at that, it's all curdled. Thanks Tesco, appreciate it. So yes folks, I would normally add some double cream in there, but not this rotten fetid shite that Tesco's have sold me. I'll just have to add some more milk instead. Bastards. But this is almost cooked. So what I'm going to do is get my peas on at the back here. A little tip for you on how to cook perfect frozen peas, all right? It's a simple technique that I use all the time. All you need to do, put your peas into a pan with cold water, bring it to the boil, and then boil rapidly for 2 minutes. Then shut it off, drain them, you've got perfect peas. So whilst that was cooking away, I did chop up my parsley, okay? Use fresh, you cannot use dried parsley in this. Dried parsley tastes of absolutely nothing. Okay, so get some fresh stuff. You can use the curly leaf or you can use the flat leaf. And you want a good couple of handfuls, all right? You want plenty of parsley in there. And make sure it's finely chopped as well, because, you know, you don't want to chomp into a massive leaf of parsley. And just kind of work it into the sauce. Easy as that. What it does need, though, is a bit of lemon juice, okay? Just to kind of cut through some of that creaminess. I'm going to kind of roll my lemon. And how much, it's up to you, you know? I'd probably go for about half. Kind of squeeze that in. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. So all I'm going to do now is wait for the peas to finish cooking and we're done. Serve it up.
Thousands of tears later.
Okay, we are ready to serve up. You can have this with mash, whatever you want, but I'm going to just have some simply plain boiled new potatoes. These are Annabelle potatoes. They're really, really nice actually. Nice and buttery inside. Look how lovely and vivid and green those peas are. All right, bring them to the boil. 2 minutes, done. And now the piece de resistance. Gently lift it out and then on it goes. I'm just going to add some more of that parsley sauce. And there we have it, cod in parsley sauce. Easy, wasn't it? Look, a child could make that. How easy was that? Right, in real time, well, it's me faffing about a lot because that's what I do on my YouTube videos, but in your kitchen at home, midweek dinner, that'll take 10, 15 minutes, okay? Kind of depends on the size and thickness of your cod. But there we are, cod in parsley sauce, a traditional British recipe, simple, clean flavours, it's delicious. Make it. And people out there that say British food is bad, you're either lying or someone is cooking you crap British food. So I will admit, we are really good at ruining our own food. You only have to go down the freezer department to see that. But anyway, I need to go because this is going to get cold and this is my tea. Leave a comment down below. Is there any other British recipes you want me to tackle? I've got a playlist with a few on there already. And if you enjoyed the video, do the usual thing. Stick a like on it, share it to your friends and family and your arch nemesis, because he will like this. Oh, I've dropped the bloody spoon in the sauce. For f***'s sake. that idiot. But look, enough of me waffling, all right? I'm off to eat my dinner. See you later.